It's important for Canada to be part of EPIC to bring international attention to the importance of pay equity and gender equality, as well as to highlight some of the key initiatives that are being advanced on these important issues around the globe. For Canada, eliminating the gender wage gap is not only an important social and human rights issue, but also an economic one. I believe that it's McKinsey Global Institute that estimates that by taking measures to address equality for women within Canada could bring an extra $150 billion to the Canadian economy by 2026. So we're committed to addressing these goals through, I guess, what I would describe as a four-pillar strategy. First, just last week, on October 29th, the government introduced proactive pay equity legislation in the federal jurisdiction. What this means is that within the federally regulated public and private sectors, we will ensure that women will receive equal pay for work of equal value. Second, Canada is also committed to introducing pay transparency, because when you can see the gender wage gap, it's much more difficult to ignore. It's also really important that when we as women enter the workforce, we're in an environment where we can truly thrive. That's why the government has focused on introducing legislation within the federal jurisdiction on violence and harassment in the workplace. This legislation will ensure that Canada looks and addresses the full spectrum of violence and harassment. Internationally, we're also committed to supporting international instruments on violence and harassment in the world of work at the ILO. Lastly, the government sees that this gender equality is a comprehensive and complex issue that requires a multi-stage different approaches. So the government has recently introduced legislation that will allow more flexibility for those within the federal jurisdiction to have the right to request flexible work arrangements, to support compassionate care initiatives, and also to allow more flexibility for maternity and parental benefits. So these are some of the ideas and approaches that we're taking to address these issues, and they're ones that we look forward to sharing with our international partners through EPIC. We also very much look forward to hearing the best practices of others and developing new partnerships through this great initiative.
There are a number of ways in which EPIC can be relevant to the global community as a whole and to Canada in particular. EPIC provides an opportunity for stakeholders from around the world to get together to discuss innovative approaches to pay equity and to share approaches to common challenges that we face. Let me give you an example. On October 29th of this year, the federal government in Canada introduced proactive pay equity legislation, which was intended to replace our current complaint-based system. This has allowed Canada to have a unique perspective on both approaches and innovative challenges and approaches in dealing with both of these different approaches. EPIC is also particularly important because it allows us to go beyond those issues as well to address other areas of common concern. Canada is seeking to ensure that we reduce barriers to discrimination within the workplace, to ensure that we empower women and girls in the workplace as well. More broadly as well, EPIC also provides an opportunity to demonstrate Canada's commitment to social dialogue and to tripartitism. Our belief is that these challenges can only be addressed through these forms of social dialogue. And EPIC really provides an opportunity for workers' organizations, employers' organizations, governments, academia, and NGOs to work collectively together to address challenges of gender equality.